Hello everyone, just a couple of little things to share with you today, a couple of things I've been making. The first thing I did was I finished covering my glue stick container. I know, not many glue sticks, but I don't really use hot glue, and so I'm still waiting to sample those ones. Just a couple of pieces of trim around the top and a little cluster with a lovely fabric flower, some paper flowers and ribbon. So that just finished that off for me. I've covered a couple of boxes, and the boxes that I've covered are actually one is a tea box and the other is like a muesli bar kind of box. Lily did a similar, that one still a bit of tea. Lily did a similar, she didn't use tea boxes, in hers are a little bit bigger I think, but she used a similar style box in a swap she did with Far, and it's got a cute little catch to keep it closed. So when I saw that the tea boxes had the similar one, I started saving a couple. So I've covered one of those, which is here, and I've just used some ledger paper to cover that with, and a printable for the top part there, and a little bit of a lovely flower trim around the edge. That one's very plain, but I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I may or may not do something else to it when I send it to someone. The other one is like a muesli bar box, you know, all your muesli bars go inside, or health bars, or whatever you call them, and it's just got a little closure at the back, quite thick and strong. So I covered one of those in book paper, as you can see. I put a printable over the top there, finished it with a little bit of vintage rickrack, lovely little trim all around the edge. And this is a lovely applique piece that Jean Rag sent me. I cut that in half, put that part below and the other part on the lid there, with a sweet little flower that Louisa sent me, and I really like how that one turned out. So there's my packaging things I've been making. The next thing I did was I made some hearts. This was for my Helmar design team project for, what month are we in now? For February. Valentine's love hearts. We don't do a lot to do with Valentine's. Well, I don't. Here, so these are just made out of cardboard packaging from your boxes. As you can see, I left the actual brown of the cardboard shining through because it looks pretty with the lace. And I've just decorated 3 different ones there. They've just got this lovely braided trim around the edge. Got a bit of mica on that one and that one also. I love the little cupid. It was a little gold cupid, and I've just put some silver ribbon. Was it silver ribbon? Oh no, the pearl. This one here. The pearl medium. Love that on that one. And this one has a paper clay heart, and I'm quite sure that was in a kit that I bought from Lele a long time ago. I'm not sure if she sells them, but they're really pretty, and I just went over it with a bit of pearl paint as well. So they're the little hearts that I made. And lastly, is that lastly? Yep, lastly is I just altered a little tin up like that. Okay, it's just a tin. I put the printable paper on the lid. This little beaded part around the edge here I got as a necklace in my $20 challenge that I did, and that was left over. I have a lovely little vintage crochet trim around the edge, and then a tiny little vintage rickrack above it. The love hearts, it's 2 love hearts, one on top of the other. If you can see, there's a bigger one down the bottom. You can sort of see the edge of it there. And they're just cardboard painted with the Pearl X paint. I've glued some pearls on top, and once the pearls are all dry, I got my glossy accents and I just squirted in all the gaps and sprinkled some silver glitter glass, and look at the sparkle. Oh, I absolutely love the sparkle. So yeah, that's like another Valentine's project as well, and it's probably, I won't say definitely though, probably the only Valentine's things I will do. I'm not sure though, I could change my mind. They're just simple, easy things to sort of keep you crafting when you don't really have time to craft. It sort of keeps you in the flow of crafting. If your mojo's sort of gone a little bit, you know, sometimes you have no idea, you want to make something but you don't know what to, so just little things that, you know, one day you might send to people, like packaging. You can work on things like that when you have no mojo, so that when you do a swap or do send something, you don't have to worry about it because you've already got something made for it. So I hope you like my little projects. Not a lot, I'm sorry, but I hope you like them anyway. Oh gosh, there was one thing that I did forget to show you, and it's made out of packaging again. See, we got new flooring for my daughter's room and we had all this cardboard, so of course I decided to make a few things, didn't I? So I made myself a cross. It's just made out of packaging, book paper on the back, a little bit of rickrack around the sides there. I've used the laces, the trims from Tresors Deluxe, the Fleur de Lis one that I had. It's a beautiful thick lace or trim, and I only had a little piece left, but luckily there were 4 of the points, and I've made myself a cross just because it was something I wanted to do at the moment. I don't have a lot of religious things, you know, laying around or anything. It just felt like a fun thing to do. So I've used I've put one of the Fleur de Lis on each point. I've used part of another trim going up the middle of the cross. I have a paper flower under there that Louisa sent me, and this lovely flower with the dangles here is from a trim I bought from Amanda, who is Scrimping Mummy, and she has a store on Facebook. I think it's Scrimpy's Craft Boutique, and sells gorgeous things like this. So I put that in the center. The center there is the one from the flower, so I just took it off and put it on the center of this one, and I really quite like how it's turned out. Just a little scrap of trim on the back there to hang it, and yeah, I like that. I just painted it, went over it with Pearl X and sprayed it with my Lindy's just to sort of give it an effect there with a bit of depth, and yep, that's what I've made. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope everybody's keeping well.